I left school at 16 and I went to Sussex Downs College and did mechanics there. I've done that for a year. They put me on a remit programme which entered me to do a certain amount of tests. I had to do an English, maths and a mechanical test. I scored highly in the mechanical test. They took my application away from me, sent it away to various different garages. They phoned me about 2 weeks later. I had 3 different interviews. After the 3 interviews, they phoned me again a week later and said, when can I start?
I did business studies, accountancy, mathematics and food technology at college. Unfortunately, didn't do very well in my first year, which is where I dropped out of college and went to work at the High Beach Hotel in Hastings. From there I started my first MVQ, level 2 in multi-skilled hospitality. I wanted to progress to a bigger, more experienced hotel, which is where I found the Langham. I had my first interview with Mr. Coy, which went very well as I got the job, obviously. Before I'd even mentioned my MVQ, Mr. Coy offered would I be interested in college or would I like to start an apprenticeship, which is then I explained to him I'm already in the middle of one and asked would it be okay to carry it on in a different hotel.
I left school with 11 GCSEs and then went on to college for 6 months, and some of the lessons wasn't beneficial. So I left college after 6 months, and about 4 weeks later I was contacted by Connections, who invited me along for a meeting, and they gave me a list of what I can do and apprenticeships available in the area. I applied for a couple and wasn't invited for a couple of interviews.
You hear about apprenticeships all the time, but normally it's stuff like building, carpentry apprenticeships, but you don't really hear about apprenticeships in the office or business apprenticeships. I found out they did actually do accounting apprenticeships, which is what I ideally wanted to do, but there was nothing available, so I thought if I start in business I could work my way through.
Learn new things every day, really. Every day you go out to work, and college Mondays as well. Every day is different, so you learn anything new every day, really. It's a good thing because it's good here as well because there's so many different guys. You get to put with different people all the time, and then different people work different ways and show you how to take like little things, little shortcuts, make things easier. It's really good. So much more knowledge you get from working with different people. It's a lot better, really.
The training provided was most beneficial to me, which was the technical certificate, which basically tells you the do's and don'ts of what you should do in your job, and that then backed up the MVQ work that you did.
I left college after a year, so I already had a year under my belt. I got here, they set me up with a mentor, which was Chris Hewitt, a man around the front. After that, they sent me to Nottingham College, which was quite far up north. You have to go for 2 weeks at a time. I did that for 2 years. The college then changed to the Milton Keynes part, and then that was only a week at a time. Finished all that. I think I finished with a merit overall.
Do work hard. There is a lot of work required, especially with the MVQ, which you have to try and fit into the working week. If not, you'll have to do it at home because you obviously can't get behind on your actual duties for your job, as they are the employers, so they pay at the end of the day.
The MVQ part of the apprenticeship just backs up your competence in what you can do in your job, and it just highlights what you are good at and what you're not good at, and then helps you progress and improve the parts that you're not good at.
But it's a lot of people that do want to learn, and it's just hard getting all the places now. I know a lot of people, younger people, are trying to get places and there's nowhere around. It's quite a hard thing nowadays anyway to get a place. It's so wanted by people. My long-term plan is just be qualified, and then see what goes from there. I like to stay on with monks and go from there, really. I like to get as qualified as I can and get as many grades and things like that, really.
I'd like to go to university and get degrees and stuff like that for bigger companies, because that's what they'd look for in a candidate for a job.
I got my qualification last Friday. Graduated in Milton Keynes, which was nice. I got a scroll and a nice ribbon, and been working here since then.
My dream, as Mr. Coy mentioned, is to be a big manager of a big 5-star hotel in New York. My next plan is to head to London to a bigger hotel, more experience, more knowledge to gain there, then eventually head to New York as soon as possible. Fingers crossed.